This is Jared and Sasha, and this is Sasha's hiding spot for Oklahoma thunderstorms. She's pretty smart. Okay, I linked that FDA study linking sudden heart failure in dogs to some expensive dog foods. And again, another reason I started doing this was my dog has allergies. So anyways, I already got the brown rice started. It is 3/4 of a cup of brown rice, which is one of these. It kind of comes out to about, I think, 500 calories. My dog needs about 1,000 calories a day. And then, if I notice she's getting skinny, I add more or less oil. I put about 100 to 200 calories worth of oil in this rice and just cook it in there with it. We haven't added it yet. I also am going to put in some green beans. And this is some pork loin that I cooked yesterday. It's just a little bit. It may look like a lot in this, but really it's not much. Because actually, the brown rice especially has enough protein to where she doesn't need much meat. So brown rice, that's why I use brown rice instead of white rice. But anyways, your dog needs like 8 to 15% of their caloric intake should be protein. You can get pretty close to that with just brown rice. Anyways, the green beans is, I notice my dog eats a lot of grass. You don't want to go crazy with some of these vegetables because actually a big problem with food diets like this is getting too much vitamin A in it. And there's already a lot of vitamin A in eggs. If you feed your dog organ meat, like chicken liver, stuff like that, you might accidentally get your dog toxic with vitamin A. So if you do that, livers and stuff, just don't do too much. And, spinach, don't go crazy on spinach. There's a ton of vitamin A in that. Anyways, my dog likes green beans. She eats a lot of grass. So I'm going to see if this will kind of get her to stop. Anyways, one more thing. When I cooked this pork loin, it had a nice crust on it. The crust had a lot of salt and garlic. You want to scrape that off before you give this to your dog. Your dog doesn't need too much salt. It can hurt them. And your dog absolutely cannot have garlic. So if you're feeding your dog some leftovers, that's what this is, just some leftovers, you need to scrape off, some of the more exotic stuff, right? You might hurt your dog. Anyways, I'll see you back whenever this is all done. All right, guys, there it is. I forgot to mention it. Be sure and chop up that pork. A lot of dogs that don't eat a lot of meat, and my dog also. Hey, go sit down. Hey, sit. She's getting excited. My dog also, if the pieces are too big, they'll try to swallow them whole and they might puke them up. So rip up that meat. Anyways, be sure and let it cool down. This rice gets super hot. I usually have to let it cool down for like 15 minutes. Sit. All right. See you next time.